First bushu for lesson 2 is kome hen. Kome, which means rice. Hen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not an asterisk. Sometimes I see it written as like this. It is not an asterisk. It goes 1, 2, and then 3. Like that. First kanji is ryo, which means like fee or charge. Ryo. First compound, ryokin, which is like a monetary charge. Ryo, and then kane. Next one is muryo, which means free, like free of charge. It doesn't cost anything. Definitely you want to see this before you sign up for anything. Okay, muryo. Colloquially, we also say tada, but muryo is like typically on signs and stuff like that. Which means nai, ryo, muryo. Okay, the opposite of muryo is yuryo, which means like it costs money. It's a paid, for example, yuryo apuri, paid app. So we're going to start with katakana no, ichi, and then tsuki. Yu, and then ryo. Yu, which is aru, ryo. The next and final kanji for komehen is kona, which means powder or dust. Okay, so ko or kona is the kun, fun is the on. So note that it's komehen and then wakaru is on the right side, right over here. So you may recall that 1分, 2分, 3分 for minutes is also read with the onyomi of fun. You may notice that some kanji, because they have common radicals, they have similar meanings. So wakaru, right here, and then this kanji, which also has wakaru in it, has a very similar onyomi. So the first jukugo for kona is going to be komugiko, which means flour, ko, mugi, which means like wheat or like barley, and then ko, which is like powder. Usage of kona, which is an adverb, is konagona, which means in little pieces. Kona, and then the repeater, which is like in tokidoki. Kona, gona, in small pieces. And then the last one, which is a usage of the onyomi, is hay fever, kahunsho. So we start with flower, hana, which is kusakamuri on the top, the grass radical, ka, hun, which is the onyomi of kona, sho, which is like a symptom, kahunsho. So ka is flower, powder, so pollen right here, kahun, and then sho, which is like a symptom or a disorder or something like that. Kahunsho is like hay fever or pollen allergy. And so that concludes komehen. Okay, so the kanji for komehen are ryo and then kona. The next bushu is shokuhen, or also known as ejikihen. Comes from shokuji, taberu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so for shokuhen, we don't normally write it as a full taberu like this. Okay, this last stroke is just absent in most kanji. Okay, so shokuhen is just stunted. Okay, like this. First shokuhen, which you should already know taberu, we're going to do meshi, or food. Meshi is the kunyomi, which means basically meal. So for guys, they can say like meshi instead of gohan. So we'll just write in hiragana for this one. Go, and then han. But normally we write it in kanji in like very formal situations. This is go, And then this is hang. If you'd like to write it in your kanji note with the proper go, you can write it with the proper go. Alrighty. Next jukugo for meshi is going to be suihanki, which is very important. Rice cooker. Read as sui. Han, which is meshi. So sui is taku, to like cook the rice, sui han. And then ki, this ki is different from the kikai that we learned earlier, which is the machine ki. Okay, sui han ki. And then the last usage of meshi would be hiru, and then meshi, which is lunch. Hiru gohan is totally the exact same thing. Okay. Just giving you another word for it. Hiru meshi. Okay, so gohan, suihanki, and hiru meshi. Second kanji for shokuhen is yakata or kan. Okay, so start with shokuhen, ukamuri, and then this yakata, kan. If you see this right side of this kan, a lot of other compounds that look similar to this have the reading of kan. It's very helpful to kind of see similarities between kanji and read kanji that seem unfamiliar, but you can sort of sound it out. So the one you probably know, which is the Japanese style in, which is tabi, ryoko no ryo, and then kan, ryokan. This is a Japanese style hotel. Ryokan, so Japanese style inn. Next one is kaikan, kai and yakata, kan. It's like a meeting hall. Obviously, you see ao, the first part. Last jukugo, nyukan, which means to like enter the building. So hairu, kan. So all of these have the kan over here, at the bottom. Okay, so ryo tabi and kan, yakata, kai kan, nyukan. This concludes shokuhen. The kanji for shokuhen are meshi and yakata, or kan, ryokan no kan. The next bushu is hihan. Hihan is the fire radical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's two types of hihan, which one is a fire radical, and one is the nichi, day radical. So we're going to be doing the fire radical. First kanji for hihan is going to be taku, which is the verb that we use for to cook like rice. Taku. Onyomi wa sui. Gohan o taku, to cook rice. I know it seems kind of silly because gohan it means cooked rice, but we don't say okome o taku, we say gohan o taku. Next one and final compound for taku is suihanki. Yes, you just wrote it under meshi, but it's important for you to know this one, so we're going to write it again. Sui, meshi, shokuhen, and han, ki, utsuwa. Rice cooker. Next kanji for hihan is yaku, which means to cook or to grill, bake. Yaku, yakeru, and then onyomi is sho. First jukugo for yaku is yakiniku. The next jukugo is shochu, a type of Japanese liquor. So yaku, and then chu. you shouldn't be drinking anyway, but just so that you know that it has any type of shochu in it, you should not be drinking it or buying it. Third kanji for hihan is kemuri. Kemuri means smoke. So hihan on the left side, nishi, tsuchi. Kemuri en is the onyomi. Okay, first jukugo, just kemuri by itself. So you should know that what smoke is. Kemuri. Kemuri. Next jukugo is kien. Kien means no smoking, smoking not allowed, or non-smoking. So you're going to start with hayashi, and then shimesu, which means to show. Then the opposite of kien, which means non-smoking, is smoking, which we just did. Kuchihen no kitsuen, tsuchi, katana, oki, kemuri. Yeah, so the comment is en, kemuri. King, this, anytime you see this type of king, it means like prohibited. Yeah? And then kitsu. So kemuri, kien, kitsuen. Last kanji for hihen is moeru, moyasu, which means to burn. Okay, left side is hihen, and the right side is like zenzen or zen. Moeru, moyasu, and then nen is the onyomi. Only one jukugo for this kanji, which is moeru gomi. In Japan, you have to separate your trash. So moeru gomi is things that can be like burned, combustible, like not like paper or food, not non-plastic items. Moeru gomi. And then moenai gomi is things that can't be burned, like plastic bags and stuff like that. Right. This concludes hihen. Kanji for hihen are sui, taku, yeah, to cook, rice, yaku, to grill, kemuri, smoke, and moeru moyasu, to burn. The next bushu is rekka. Rekka is actually the feet of the kanji. What you have to remember with rekka is that you have to write the top part of rekka first, like this. And then underneath, you would write the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. The point to remember with rekka is that the direction of the strokes are already predetermined. So towards the left, and then right, right, right. Okay, you cannot just do whatever you want, like left, 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 right, or left, right, left, right. There is a definite movement to the rekka. So the rekka, it means it's a type of fire radical. So typically things that have rekka on the bottom of them either have to do with one, fire, or two, animals. So you'll see them, you'll see two different types of meanings that are associated with this rekka radical. First rekka kanji is nen or zen. Start with katakana ta. Put two of these dots in here. Inu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Onyomi is nen or zen. First chukugo is fushizen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shizen means natural, but Hushizen means unnatural. But it can also be like a natural response, or more figurative language. Second jukugo is tennen shigen, which is natural resources. Ten, nen, shi, gen. Tennen shigen. Ten is like heaven, and then nen. Tennen is like naturally occurring, like tennen pama, a natural perm. Tennen gasu, natural gas. Okay, shigen is like a resource. The next kanji with rekka is nai, the opposite of aru, which means none, non-existing. Nai, mu, or u, the onyomi. First kanji compound for the nai is muri, which means like impossible, unreasonable. Ohen, and then sato for di, muri, impossible, unreasonable. Next one is budan, which is without permission. You might see this on like Japanese sites. Do not upload without permission. Okay. Without and kotowaru. Saigo, last one, would just be nai. Probably should have put that in the beginning. Sorry about that. Nai. This is the exact same meaning as arimasen. Last kanji for rekka is netsu or atsui. Atsui, netsu. So hot or like fever in the case of netsu. So we'll just write netsu by itself. When you're not feeling well, netsu ga aru. Fever. Then we also have atsui, which is for hot. For example, if you touch the stove and you discover that it is hot, this is the atsui you would use. This is not the same atsui as for the weather, which is one that has the ichi on top and mono, or for thickness, which looks like this. Okay. This onyomi is sho, this onyomi is ko. So they have, even though they have the same kun, they have very different onyomi. And then the last jukugo is passionate, jounetsuteki. Jo, emotion, netsu, teki. Okay, so note that when you write this atsui, you're going to write tsuchi, ashi, the legs, another tsuchi, kind of on a slant on the second one, maru, which is a Q with the little line over there, and then the rekka. Okay, so note left, right, right, right. And this concludes the kanji for rekka. First one is zen or nen, nai, atsui. The last kanji bushu for lesson 2 is uohen. Uohen is a fish radical. So we just write it with sakana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when you write sakana, it's a little bit more spread out, more squarish on the ta, the tambo no ta. But when you write uohen, it's just a little bit skinnier to make room for the rest of the radical. So you can think of it as katakana ku, tambo no ta, and then the chon 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 chon, the legs, or the fire. First kanji for uohen is salmon, which is read as sake or shake. So start with sakana hen, and then tsuchi nikai, 2 tsuchis. Sake. Sake is a little bit more common colloquially because sake could be confused with just the general word for alcohol. So note that the migi, that's the right side, is two tsuchis stacked on top of each other and not what you see in yobi, which is like this, furutori. So jukugo for this kanji is shake no onigiri. Probably the most common place you would see something like this kanji, is when you're buying onigiri, rice balls at the convenience store. Shake no onigiri. Next kanji for uohan is the kanji for tuna. We call it ahi in Hawaii, but tuna is maguro in Japanese. So start with sakana-han or uohan. Start sakana, uo. Then we do arimasu, to have. It's read as maguro, ki, or yu. Wa onyomi desu. Actually, I'm going to give you a phrase for this jukugo. We're going to start with maguro, the comma, chutoro, otoro. Okay, these are the three types of, or three basic grades of tuna. Maguro is just the red part. Chutoro is the middle class of fatty tuna. And otoro is the highest class of fatty tuna. The last kanji for uohan is azayaka, which means vivid. So we do uohan, and then the hitsuji, the sheep radical. Okay, hitsuji. You might recognize this from yo, like yoshoku no yo. Okay, azayaka. Okay. Yaka is the okurigana. Azayaka means vivid or brilliant, like with lots of color. Onyomi wa sen. So we'll start with azayaka as one of the words. A lot of times you hear azayaka in like poetry or in songs, particularly pop songs. Azayaka na iro toka ne. Azayaka. And then on a lot of signs in Japan, you'll see shinsen, which means fresh, particularly places that serve seafood. So we write atarashi and azayaka. Shinsen means fresh. The last jukugo for azayaka is kaisendon. Kaisendon is a type of seafood bowl. So basically just rice with seafood, raw seafood on top of it. So we start with umi, azayaka, and then donburi, which is well, like this, like ino, or ido, and then a ten in the middle. Kaisendon. So kaisen is seafood, and don is for donburi. This concludes the kanji for uohan. The kanji for uohan are sake or shake, maguro, and then azayaka.